in the tongue of a believer. It is you that God has given a mouth that the naysayers cannot answer. It is you that God gives what to say at the hour that you need to say it. But now, a lying spirit was brought in to operate so that when the standard of living, or not the standard of living, the cost of living, when it goes down, that those who do not believe are quick to say nothing is happening. It is cosmetic. But now they are saying is not effective. So they resorted into channeling the lying spirit into the mouths of believers. Because when they say it, they are literally reversing the gains of their prayer. They are literally reversing what God was doing because they prayed. Now the shilling is coming down in its strength against the dollar. The shilling is becoming stronger and the exchange rate is coming down. But when the believer says, no, there is nothing there, it's not happening, then they are literally going against the prayer they prayed and canceling or switching off or short-circuiting the power that was causing it to happen. And listen, here is the danger. And that is why many people have not been able to discover it. Because the Bible says in 1 Kings 22 and verse number 22, we can actually begin from verse number 21. Then a spirit came forward, stood before the Lord, and said, I will entice him. By what means? Asked the Lord. And he replied, I will go out and be a lying spirit in the mouths of all his prophets. You will surely entice him and prevail, said the Lord. Go and do it. Let me tell you, when this particular kind of a move is employed, only a few people are able to discover that there is a problem here. Because number one, the lying spirit doesn't tamper with your heart. The lying spirit doesn't tamper with your faith. The lying spirit doesn't tamper with your faculties of understanding. It doesn't tamper with your faculties of sight. It doesn't tamper with the faculties of hearing God. It doesn't tamper with the faculties of processing information. No, it just simply comes into the mouth and begins to utter things which you have not been able to process in your mind. Because if somebody tells you, we are facing a hard time, and yet during the previous regime in Kenya, we were queuing for fuel, and the people that were supposed to receive the subsidies, later they said they didn't receive any subsidy. We were promised unga, maize flour of 100 shillings. Every time people would go into the shops where the 100 shillings unga was being sold, there was no unga at all. All the shelves were clean all the time. But when they saw the tide was changing and people had refused to go their way, to be manipulated, I remember the CS Agriculture then, Bwana Peter Munya then said that, and then Isugoi Mwende Unga, he could not stand the fact that the manipulation bait was not taking root inside the people that were to be baited with it. And listen to me, people of God. A lying spirit has been released in the mouths of believers. So believers, be careful. I have no problem when non-believers are speaking that way, because to them it is norm. It is normal. They are under the power, the spirit of disobedience that now works in the children of disobedience.